I want to talk about these series today because I feel like I cannot tell you with very much certainty at all who's going to win these two series today. You'd like to think you're going to win the upper bracket game against EDEC, but like this one here in the lower bracket between IG and RNG, I think is so unbelievably close. You know, I don't think either of these teams has played a massive amount better than the other. Maybe maybe IG did at their peak in the group stage, like they played slightly better. But I think RNG after yesterday, especially, like absolutely dismantling eHome. They're looking really good.
Yeah, you know, it is very interesting to see this because obviously in the previous series during the group stage, IG beat RNG 2-1, and now that we're here, it's not the same RNG. You know, now there's DD and Felix who have joined in, and this is a different roster than what was happening in the group stage. So you know, it's interesting to see what's going to happen.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, and, you know, like we were saying yesterday, just before we cut off the stream, that it'd be interesting to see how they now power rank against the other teams, right? Because I feel like it's a nice change. You know, I'm looking forward to it. There's no reason not to be. They let Venge and Phoenix through, by the way, in the draft, which is interesting. Venge, which has nearly been banned out, nearly all the time.
5 seconds remaining.
We're going to be able to see today.
RNG's turn to pick.
It should be probably somebody's first pick, unless all of a sudden they're going to start not, you know, picking it or banning it, just like a couple other heroes that have been in and out of the scene real quick for no reason with Doctor.
10 seconds
pick for the Dire. I know IG really do enjoy having themselves the Phoenix Treant combo, which they have an opportunity to go for right now. They could just pick the Venge here too. Phoenix Venge, not the worst. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't mind this. I mean, Venge gives you the save as well, right? I feel like it's probably more of an IG hero, like in my head, Venge, than RNG. I feel like they prefer like a harder babysitter 5s, right? Like apart from maybe Clockwork, apart from that Super's been like a fiend on this Clockwork, but he's been like playing like these Banes and Ogres and trees and things, but
yeah, he really really likes the Banes. Ollie, I think he kind of plays a similar style in babysitting kind of 5 position.
I don't know, we've seen him play things like Shadow Shaman this tournament as well, which have been really interesting.
RNG's
He's been playing really well on that hero, actually.
And there's the Bane for Ollie. So Venge, is Venge really gonna make it to this? If they don't pick Venge here, like, then Venge just gets ignored, and that would be a complete shock,
10 seconds
honestly.
remaining.
I think we might see them pick Clock here potentially as well.
Anti-mage.
And they go,
Oh yeah, okay.
The Monet Anti-Mage. And Anti-Mage has a 62.5 win percentage over 8 games.
5 out of 8, yeah.
Yeah. It won its game against them yesterday. It lost its game for the one against IG yesterday, so it went 1-1.
RNG's
Because Aston lost a bit yesterday, didn't they?
Yeah.
It was the extra T one. He played so well all game, made one mistake, game was over.
Yeah, Divine Rapier drop, game over. Yeah. So Anti-Mage is like, could have been doing, you know, but you know, you drop a Divine Rapier and that's not going to happen.
Monet's been playing so well on this hero though. Like it's crazy, honestly. Much better than I anticipated he would, especially when it's the first phase pick. But now it's the same concept that we were talking about yesterday, where when you have last pick overall first phase, they just pick this like win condition here, and now they have 3 bans to cover themselves. So you know, why not? That's fine. Yeah, start banning out these post 5 like lane wing heroes or save heroes. I think Chen's probably going to be the last one.
Do you not ban Venge?
Dire team ban.
Well, the combo is not amazing with Anti-Mage. We talked about that yesterday.
Yeah. I think he wants something a little bit more babysit, you know, side of the support. Like his Venge isn't really that. It's like it's okay lane. It's not bad, but It's kind of more about the mid-game potential, right?
10 seconds.
And it's just got a good
remaining.
skill set overall. Like it helps you take Roche, like the aura with the range
5 seconds remaining.
bonus is really nice. I think if you don't ban Chen, they'll take it on RNG. So you have to decide, like, what do we want to do?
RNG's turn to ban.
I guess maybe they're thinking about like looking at Ember or Morph on IG. Would be my assumption with that.
Are banned. TB's been
10 seconds
a
remaining.
killer recently.
Yeah, we
5
started half an hour later
seconds
today.
remaining.
I've just been listening to classical music for the last half an hour, and now I've just got an orchestra in my head. It's great. Like I can't concentrate on the draft. There's like violins flying around everywhere. Jeez.
RNG's turn to pick.
Ooh, that's a startup. Yeah, I mean, RNG banned that yesterday as well, didn't they? They just feel like it's a hard thing for AM to play against, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
I think they had to play against it once this tournament. And I'm pretty sure they ended up winning the game, but the lane
10
is not
seconds
exactly
remaining.
fun.
10
And Stardust
seconds
Phoenix sounds pretty good. Got a bit of
5
fire, got a bit of
seconds
water,
remaining.
you know.
Yeah, you know. Gotta mix the elements.
You can use Slytherin Crush with
Dire
Axe
team
from the egg. The egg just dies.
And there's that clockwork you talked about.
That's okay. Super's been playing really well on it. It gives some initiation, which is nice. Like you can cancel Fiend's Grip from really far away with hook shot.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I don't know what they want to pick here. I still think like this Ember or Morph is so good at what IG's good at. Maybe Morph not so much against Anti-Mage. You know, we've seen this matchup a couple of times now.
Like,
But, like,
doesn't
Anti-Mage-
come out the victor.
Yeah, it looks like Anti-Mage does okay there.
Even the Ember though, like, just sometimes doesn't feel that amazing against anti-mage, and especially against you know hook shot arrow. That combo is pretty deadly. If you because you once you get trapped, like you're done. That's it. You get hit with an arrow and your mana's gone. You're not jumping away.
They could Legion as well potentially, but it's very single target heavy then. Against Anti-Mage, you know.
RNG's
Well, but
turn
that's
to
what
ban.
RNG went up against yesterday, and they beat it. They beat that Legion, and they only had that one death. But the Urza comes in, and that is going to be the Fly hero, which we've liked Fly on this hero, but I don't know if I've liked
10
Fly's
seconds remaining. 10
performance
seconds remaining.
as a whole.
Not the last couple of days at
5
least.
seconds remaining.
Kinda,
Yes, was it just yesterday? I can't remember.
I would say playoff-wise, I haven't really liked his performance.
But they
Despite
won.
the fact that, yeah, despite the fact that they won. Because his Slark game was really bad. I think the Wraith King game was really good, but I don't think it was on him who won that game. I really do think Emo shined in that game, despite the early parts of that lane not going so great. But they also, you know, they had the Treant Phoenix. They had the Treant Phoenix and Cataclysm. That was disgusting.
But I mean, I like the Ursula because it like ramps up the tempo against the AM. Like it lays well against him if they need to do that as well. You just carry on clicking him all the time. Don't really have a huge amount of damage at the moment on RNG either. And we have to remember they could still play Clock 3, Mirana 4. Like, I think up against this Ursula, they're probably considering it more and more now.
Dire
You know, you
team
can the
pick.
cogs to that arrow. It's pretty cute. Ooh.
I like that Venomancer pick. It's a way to kite this Ursa. The question is, I mean, it is going to be offlane Veno or 4 Veno, 3
10
Clockwork.
seconds remaining.
They'll try and match the Venom against the Ursa wherever it lanes. I mean, that's
5
my
seconds
assumption.
remaining.
Because you want that lane matchup in specifically. I imagine they'll put the Clock with the Anti-Mage still in the laning stage. And they'll put the Mirana with the Veno. And you can just click down this Ursa really easily. Like with these 2 range heroes. Like Bane does okay in that lane, but it's not amazing. And if you like, gave an okay setup for the arrow because of the constant slow.
Ember spirit.
And there's the Ember. I think you really need an Orchid carrier. Or at least I like the Orchid carriers against this anti-mage.
10 seconds remaining.
But maybe offlane Kunkka where you get that Orchid.
RNG's turn to ban.
Yeah, Doom. I actually would have even liked Doom for IG.
Dire team back.
They need some like. I mean, I don't mind Axe as well. It's pretty hard to play these Blink Initiators though against Veno because of all the Veno wards and like the rocket flares coming through and everything. Sorry, not too much.
10 seconds remaining.
I wouldn't mind Sanking here as well for IG. Like they just need something like point click
5
stuff. I
seconds
think.
remaining.
Like obviously the spell shield things to worry about, but like even like Legion or something is also looks pretty good. You need like a tiny little bit more lockdown, and I think this Ursa and Ember can still just win the game.
It's not a new day until we get an ask for the SK.
RNG's turn to ban.
Every day.
Per day. Once per day. I was thinking whether the RNG would go, but then wouldn't Ursa just go mid? But I guess Ember doesn't like laning against Venom either. So they'll probably just put the Ember mid.
They putting the Veno like
10 seconds
mid?
remaining.
Or are they putting the Veno even?
5
I
seconds
think they'll put the Venom in the off lane because it'll be Ursa 1. But if the Ursa goes mid, they'll just put the Venom mid.
Yeah. So Veno's just trying to match up with the Ursa.
Yeah. I don't think what RNG would want to pick.
Well, if they've got the 1-3, they need a
Dire
mid.
team pick.
I mean, they have no stuns for the Ember either. Yeah, that's the Legion ban.
DK's pretty standard.
And first phase.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Bloody LB Cup.
if I was gonna say, but it's banned. Totally gonna bail myself out with saying that I was gonna
10
say that it's
seconds
totally
remaining.
banned. Kunkka? No, just kidding.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, because Doom would have been the ultimate. Not the ultimate pick, because we've seen the Doom get beat. Now, ooh, that's lone druid of the event.
So is it Ursa off lane or Ember off lane?
Or is it Phoenix offlane Ember 4?
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, it could be. I don't think so.
5 seconds
I
remaining.
think they want to put the Ursa up against the AM in the lane. Because it's a pretty good Ursa like matchup. And when there's a clockwork, and if it's clockwork 5 as well, like, seems pretty rubbish.
I'll start feeding the bear.
I think they're going to put Lone Druid wherever the Veno goes. That's what they want to put the Ursa where the anti-mage goes, and then the Ember will just play the other lane. There's probably going to be a lot of musical lanes this game overall.
I like
think.
that. Bit of burst damage, some stun, egg hitter. You've got 2 egg hitters now.
Yeah, I don't mind this. Lena's okay. My problem is that I feel like this Lone Druid has a super good game. I don't really know how they stop. I mean, but to be fair, like the Doge that we've been watching, or at least I've been watching, is a lot of the time was in EU when Matumberman would play it. Was playing it, and like Secret would just walk over people because they were just so good. So maybe my like reality of this hero is warped because Secret were just winning with it all the time and just winning every game. But
I mean, there's got to be a reason it hasn't been picked up to this point, because there are Lone Druid players.
JT's playing the Druid.
That's a slower Lone Druid then. I mean, what are you getting? Mass Madness and then...
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I wonder if this was like a pre-planned thing for them. This Lone Druid offline. Or that they just thought about it last minute. They're like, yeah, let's go Druid. You know that RNG like this anti-mage, right? Like, it's going to be a shock. So maybe they see this as the way of dealing with it.
Now, at what point are you going to get first phase anti-mage ban?
I don't think they will, because there's only 2 bans at the start.
Do you think it should have gone 3-3-1?
What? No. I like the way it is at the moment. I think it makes it more
For
interesting.
battle.
No,
You
we
want
never
it
hear
to
the end
be-
of that.
Oh, all right. Just saying.
We
Oh yeah,
never hear the
appreciate
end
you.
of that.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. I didn't even think about that. They really need to shut down Monet though. One of the things that people have been struggling to do is to slow down his anti-mage. He's been getting battle furies at 14 minutes. I mean, the guy has been damn near unstoppable on this hero, and Felix, I just want to say he really impressed me yesterday. Him and DD. Are we gonna get a similar performance of from DD in this series?
30
He's going
seconds.
up against Emo, who is a very proficient mid again, but everybody it seems like is a very good mid in this region in this event.
We've seen him have a really rough leader performance though this tournament. I found it really interesting what RNG have done here because, the way this A wants to play, you want to scale, you want to get your items online right, but they have 3 cores that all scale really well going into the late game. So maybe their idea is that, even though Monet wants to just come up and everything, like maybe if we just pick 3 greedy cores, it'll be like 3 versus 1 in the late game, right? Because he's got Mask of Madness queued up on the Druid.
Yeah.
You do have 2 cores that can fight early on in Emo and Fly, like the one and the 2. And like it's not like Lone Druid's bad at fighting early either. Like this bear does so much damage when you get Mask of Madness. Always nice to see a new hero anyway. Got to cheer for them, IG, because of it.
To be fair, that Lena loss, by the way, was against
Don't burn your
RNG.
fingers.
Oh no.
Let's see how Super does on this Clockwork. Already Lena's doing a lot of damage over mid, but so is Emo. Emo pops his salve. DD only has a shared Tango to work with, so not a lot of regen here. And then Felix with Flywin, like, I don't know if this game's gonna go that well for Fly. How easy can it be?
I mean, this lane's not fun. Like they especially when they get level 2s on SAG. Like they get the Gale on top of the poison stick, you can possibly set for an arrow as well.
Shit, Bear needs to be careful.
Oh,
The root. A super won't cause anything to happen though. He'll pop his salve, he'll back up. Be okay.
This Lino is absolutely destroying mid lane, by the way. I've never seen anything that's quite so like one-sided as this. Emo 1 and 0 on the Ember, and Lino's 12 and 5.
Wow. Yeah. Things are going well already for RNG. They might get first blood. They will get first blood. Kaka dropping to super bottom, and he plays aggressive with that battery assault.
Did he miss some of the early XP or something?
I think so. Mrs. Fly. I'm interested at Flywin's build on this Dancer. He's got Venomous Scale as well as the Poison Sting. Is it going to be heavy into that, or is he looking to go Plague Wards at all?
I'll probably go like 2-2-0 into 2-2-4. Like it's the standard at least. He might go like 1-2-4. He feels like the Gale is massively effective.
Yeah. We're now 5-0 to the 18-9. The 18-10 for this Lena DD, man. Give him a chance. Lay off. Jesus. I mean, it's rude. It's rude to be a bully like that.
Oh. I'm super level 3 on this Clockwork. What's happened down here?
Radiant
Is
structures.
it just because of the kill early on?
Could be. It was first blood. Yeah. Doing his thing.
What are you
Mid.
Burns.
He gets the kill
like,
like
look at-
Emo.
Look at this. Like,
24-0.
He's-
He's 8-0. This lane is over for the Ember.
but look at the XP. Like, Ina's over a whole level ahead of the
Yeah.
Ember.
This lane's
Dire's middle tower is
over
under
for
attack.
him. I mean, unless a rotation comes in, what does he do? And what rotation can come in? Ursa? Top? Fly? Hello? He's gone? I mean, this is Poison Sting level 2, and I mean,
I think he even used arrow.
honestly, this game too, like, you think about the Venomancer and what we've been seeing with, you know, the HP regen reduction. Like, I'm expecting Shield for sure. Scotty from the Anti-Mage. Nightmare. Yeah, he's probably dead. Unless an arrow comes in and hits Y-flop. Well, like, arrow on top of down. So they do get a kill. They do return. Finally get them.
Yeah, the kill goes to Ollie though. It doesn't even go to Fly on the Ursa, which is sad.
So here's the rotation that I was talking about. And what does Kaka do?
I mean, like, the thing is, Kaka comes over here, but now it means that this AM's just free farming bot lane because they can't pressure him. So it's still like a win for RNG, right? One way or another.
Very much so, one way or another.
Ember just to go back to the jungle and just trying to try and stack the heart, come to farm up flame blast soon.
Lena's level 6. Laguna Blade now online. He's gonna bottle up and then just refill the bottle with Bounty Rune. So moves out of lane for just a second. Ooh, this sentry here misses just a sliver. But, like, there goes your Flame Guard if you're not too careful.
Nuh-uh.
It's actually Flame Guard level 3, so you're being a bit. Just a bit. Monet 29, 40 and 14 for this Lena. Just about to hit that level 7 mark. Ember, meanwhile, you know, just getting to that 6. He does have a stack here. That's always nice. He'll work on that. That'll keep him out of lane, though, and keep Lena just free farm, hoping for a 6-minute rune.
Oh, she gets the arcane.
Yeah, we'll get the arcane rune. So, do you rotate with that?
Top lane. I think actually be in trouble here.
And he's too far. Felix is just going to come in with a Starstorm arrow, and they get easy kill. He committed way too far, like, with no regard for his own life. That was such a wild dive. And it wasn't past the tier 1 or anything, but still. And this is a start you can't really afford to have.
Top lane as well.
Kaka on the run, Mana Void available. Top lane once again, though. Ollie in trouble. He's being chased by Felix, Calba, as well as Flywind. He grabbed the kill as he was nightmare, so the Venomancer couldn't get it. Fly jumping on a Flywind. Venom scale up in 5. Felix, he doesn't have the mana for an arrow. A Starstorm, and the jump from Fly allows him to get the kill, but the damage coming in.
No way.
Oh, he's got a life left. And he's
That's just not good. Like, now he doesn't have TP to get back to lane either.
Dire's middle tower is
He's not
under
respecting the damage from the Veno. Like, he has to really early earn, which does like, much damage than it did like last patch as well.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they. Oh, was it just Vessel they increased actually? Not just. It wasn't the earn. Yeah, 200 damage. This point in the game is like such a huge amount. Like stacking on top with the stacking on top with the other DOTs.
Happens every day, Mo.
It's at least 5 times every day, I think. but I appreciate it.
I was trying to lower the numbers. I should have just said 0. Bear's already got Mask of Madness. So he's like keeping up. But look where the Lena is compared to the Ember.
Yeah, so this move is really good because not only are they going to take the tier 1, but what happens is now, because AM can't stay boxed the low road anymore, AM will TP top and take like a safe farm on the top side of the map, and then like Luke can come bot and just defend the tower as long as he can up against the lone.
Emo goes for super, but he's not going to get that. And Monet's actually taking over mid, at least for right now. He's the same level as Emo.
But he's going to start heading up towards the top side of the map, right? Like,
yeah.
There's no... He doesn't have to be there right away, but he doesn't want to play bot anymore. That's the main thing. And even if Super dies down here at some point, he's just keeping Carol for as long as possible. So he's not even that bad.
Boom! There it goes.
He's farming so well on anti-mage again.
Yeah, and are we surprised?
No, not at all.
I mean, we talked about God King and his anti-mage, but at this point, it's like you're playing against RNG. You don't ban me.
But they did it with TB as well, yesterday, remember? It wasn't just anti-mage.
But this is like... Moe has proven time and time again with this hero. And the thing about it, too, is like... You said, you don't think they're gonna ban him ever. How do you justify banning anti-mage in the first 2 bits?
Exactly. Like, it's such a difficult decision, isn't it? But like, I think if I just thought of this plan coming into the draft, and they might still, you know, just because their laning stage hasn't gone great doesn't mean they can't win the game. Like, they do still have 3 cores that all farm, you know, pretty well.
Yeah, because he's just forced to range.
I mean, like, bot. No detection.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Felix. Trying to skirt away
Radiant
here.
structures are fortified.
Like, this tower is staying alive for so long. And AIM's just farming away in the meantime. Like,
Radiant's
Nobody's
bottom
going-
tower is under attack.
they don't have if any more, so the tower should just die, but like, Ven is TPing in now as well. This is, oh, sorry, not Ven, the Lena. Oh my god, I just Lagooned the bear. What was that?
I mean, he was hoping for 300 gold is what he was hoping for, and he would get this right-click damage on the emo. And now he's forced to run it away. They don't even get the tier 1 tower. They defended successfully. Venomancer's not even going to commit to the TV. He stops it because he wants to continue to harass Fly. Why not?
I am should have gone for the bounty rune there as well on the high ground, but he didn't have vision, so I think he's a little bit scared to move up.
Emo's not anti-mage. Like, that's how bad the game is going for Emo.
I mean, Emo's behind every other core in the game in net worth right now. This guy is not having fun at all. Oh, did you mean in XP?
I mean, yeah, I meant in XP, sorry. That's my fault.
Yeah, it is.
Alright. Somebody woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. Jeez.
It's classical music, it makes me angry, so...
I thought it's supposed to soothe.
No. It's to pump me up. Ready for the 3rd, 4th, and the upper right final game. All that aggressive violin playing. Whoa.
Oh, smoke's broken. Benefit searing. But they've got the shot on the Bane. He does have Fiend's Grip. However, it doesn't look like it's going to matter with the Laguna Blade coming in. And they get the kill on the Bane. He nightmares the clockwork, and Emo forced to run onto the high ground.
Tower is under attack.
Okay, DD.
Radiant's
He
bottom
is
tower has
really
fallen.
impressed me on this RNG squad. In rage. I win.
Sacks run empty.
That's not what you want to be giving up. That's for sure. Popped his drums that too.
Not good.
But again, it's Narissa who's so far behind. He's 600 gold behind the anti-mage. Like, Lena's already got Yules.
Yeah, but this is how he comes back into the game.
Yeah, but you're trying to work way earlier than this, right? Yules? Ooh, misses the...
Can't just die.
Oh, Fiend's
Oh, we got an egg off.
They got the egg. This looks like it's gonna explode, but I would say that, and all of a sudden Felix is just in to take up the egg. They're gonna go after Ollie. They have the stun from DD with a DD, and there's 2 kills. They might even find JT. Oh, the Cog Super. Yeah, JT on for this world. They're actually
They want the bear.
They want the they want the bear. Okay.
I honestly think Super should have let them kill the bear.
Yeah, the bear was dead.
Radiant's
Like
middle tower
what does he do there on Ranger? He has no teeth, right?
No.
Just run at the bear. He's going, DD's going BOT on Lena as well, by the way. DD is absolutely owning this game. You know, we talked about before Is he going to be able
Dire's bottom tower is
to,
under attack.
cope with the pressure effectively, right? Is he going to be able to put a performance on this Lina? He's absolutely owning. He's going crazy. This activation is almost finished battle for me now. It's around 40 minutes time. It treads double red.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That's like the. If you don't hit it at 14 minutes, you're behind.
I mean, he's not going to get it at 14 minutes. Is he behind then? Is that what you're saying? Mona's not had good performance?
Your shot. I'm going to talk about the game instead. And now they've got the usuals on the Ember. They'll hit the stone. Look, Blade. Oh!
I think he's... Oh, no. He's...
Oh, okay. Oh my god, those 2 shots coming in. Can you imagine he remnants, doesn't have a wand, and dies?
What's the LSA though? Holy crap. Like he's basically stunning after yours before the turn duration of the Ember allowed him to jump as well. I think Ember has a turn rate before he casts. I don't actually know, but I would assume so.
Blade Mail. Plague Ward duration 2, 3, 4. No Poison Nova just yet for Flywind. Anti-Mage has the Battle Fury, so he's in the 14th minute.
Okay, just.
He did get it, did it?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And he's not even top of net worth like this
Radiant's
Lina's.
middle tower is under attack.
Still so far ahead.
Like 800 gold ahead of him.
Yeah. That.
I can't believe someone
These
farming the
ancients.
ancients as well.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is
It was
under
like, do
attack.
you mind if I farm? No.
Right. What does GT have on this bear? Mask of Madness and much more just yet. Battle Fury for Ursa though, not bad timing for Fly, all things considered. But that is phase Battle Fury, not
Radiant's middle tower is under
double rate.
man's Battle
Dire's
Fury.
top tower is under
He's basically the same network as Ian, apart from the fact he doesn't have the double rate. Because he has the wand instead. He's gonna get the mix of one though on IG. It's really good.
Radiant's middle tower has
Oh,
fallen.
this bear's like to just run up and mow things down now. Like it's, they're not doing awfully. Again, they still have these 3 cores that all need farm, right?
Dire's
Yeah,
top tower
and
is
I
under
would
attack.
say for RNG, I'd like to see them maybe play a bit more aggressive, like it's 10-3, but they could do a bit more. And now, like I said, I'd like to see them get them kills, and that's what they do, because they've got themselves a Yule already on Felix. Like,
Yeah.
he's got a massive amount of farm for 4.
Super gets the B-ward here as well, I think. Surely they see the... What? What? Oh, they're leaving it for DD. Wait, well, that doesn't work.
Doesn't matter.
The gold still goes to the clock. He just not see it?
No, the core wanted the core to do something for one.
Oh, right, okay. So, this is how you D-ward.
You might go,
Please buy your own sentries.
if you don't mind.
They tried to go and use the Ember there to follow up with the arrow, but couldn't quite manage it, unfortunately. Yeah, worth pointing out, Felix has a use as well on the Mirana, right? Like, not just Alina that the Ember has to worry about now. He does have a flame, which is pretty good.
Firefly. Alright, and super, in some trouble. Clockwork, TP, rammed him forward.
Oh my
Just
God.
gets out.
Rune of haste.
I think that play sums up the whole game so far.
Dire's
Just,
bottom
you know.
tower is under attack.
He has the Yasha now on AM as well. Oh, they're coming so well.
And now he's finally in front of the Lina. But get low even here with the Blade mix. Fly coming in, but he won't get credit for that kill. It goes to the favor of Emo.
This Howard's going to be a massive pickup from Flywind though. When he can finish that one up.
Alright, Clumsy Net's really good for the Lone Druid. But yeah, even Fly can take advantage of that. Or at least try to. Tier 2's about to go down. Emo comes forward, sleight of fist, but the arrow! Oh no, they've got hook shot to follow this up. There's the Cox, there's the Laguna with the hit it too!
Oh, Jake with an advantage at 18 minutes, speak up. Oh.
Jesus.
What an arrow from Felix. That's crazy. And now they can take the outpost before the 20-minute mark as well. Oh no.
It's something that said that you said resonates with me. Everybody was talking about the God King show. Meanwhile, here's DD and Felix showing up big for RNG. And they put JT! No TP for you.
Yeah, Felix played really well with the SAG team before. I didn't think DD played that well from the games we cast from him. But what do I know? Maybe they were losing on. Maybe they were playing badly on purpose so they could get transferred. And they're in RNG, they're like, haha, it was just a scam. Time to own.
Yeah, I really want to.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, sure. Like, we don't mind.
We'll take Setsu in September. Sure.
Dire's bottom
The Chinese
tower has
Dota 2
fallen.
black market.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now it's a 10k net worth advantage.
I feel like just going for Guardian Greaves. Venno just about has enough for that. Halberd.
It's like it's not the Venom's job to do damage this game, right? It's his job to like buff up his team, just bring these utility items that are needed by the team, and like it's the same for Mirana as well. It's just an 11k net worth of advantage. Like they're just out farming them. And there just isn't enough time on the map now for IG to farm up on all three of these cores. Like, December hasn't had a game at all. He's 1, 2, and 0. December, like, Ursa's done fine in the last 10 minutes or so, but he had this 3 deaths in the laning stage that was so unnecessary. And, like, they slowed his game down massively. They are going to get a BKB soon on him, which is really nice. So they might be able to try and take fights around that Ursa BKB. It's probably okay. If they can get this Roche, I think this is the final nail in the coffin for me.
Yeah,
Taking the Roche away from an Ursa lineup that like can take this Roche really quickly. Do IG think they can fight though? It doesn't look like it. Okay, they're gonna smoke actually.
they're gonna be.
Is Roche not just dead though?
They're gonna be late.
To the radiant.
Tardy to the
And
party.
now they're just smoked up.
Anti-mage.
And, like now they're just randomly smoked, right?
Oh my god, Death Zone for Lena. Has a KB.
Yeah, I love this. I love that she's building like magic damage. Like you don't need more magic damage when you have the Venom on your team.
Radiant
Like they're already
are scanning.
incentivized to buy BKB on the IG, so you don't want to give them more reason to. You want to be building more physical damage. I thought he might go for like a Daedalus or something at some point, but I didn't think he'd go Death so.
Do it with flair.
That's the regenerating top for DD.
Of double damage.
She's so fast with these BOTs and the
496. So I mean that's
yeah.
so fast.
Yeah, LSA charges as well. Yeah.
You got the Yule's movement speed. You have to travel as well. Went for 30 damage on DD2.
Dire's
Yeah, like we said though, it's not his job to do necessarily just magic damage here, right?
Yeah. He's just going straight for damage.
Radiant's
He's gonna push these towers pretty quickly too.
Dire's middle tower is under
Sniper. Like he has regen moves, so he doesn't care about tanking the tower either. Or
It's enough.
Dire's
cut the wave mid.
is under attack.
Yeah, they got creeps anyway.
Oh, they didn't cut the
Dire's
wave.
middle tower has fallen.
What is Aster?
see them having like one more fight before they call it GG, because then anti-mage I think just goes off the wall. Especially the fact that he's about to have a Scotty. Talked about that HP regen reduction
Dire's top
that you've already got from the
tower is
Wolf
under
Instinct of the
attack.
Venomancer, plus the Scotty.
I think you're the only person, by the way,
yeah?
I've ever talked to that like emphasizes the D in Scar D. I say Scar D, right? So like
Yeah.
but you Scar D. It's like you're like there's like an accent on it.
There is. Don't make fun of me!
Oh, it's great. I love it.
Smoke
I'm not saying
from
it's
IG. Alright. Well, now they see where Felix is. But Moonlight Shadow's already used, and Rocket Flare is giving them vision. Super's looking for the moment to just hook shot in. Rest of the team comes over, leaps down to the low ground. Felix getting low, but there's the hook shot. Laguna Blade, Ember in trouble, and Mana Void finishes them off with the right clicks coming through. Now kill off the egg. Firefly trying to fight up, pop the BKB, goes in for two, but they're still trying to get the 5 position clockwork, and they just can't. They're continuing to kite this Ursa. The Onion's grip is out. Flywin now getting by Firefly, but it doesn't matter. They've got the damage. They'll get the kill. They've taken out 3. They've lost nothing. They'll go for the bear as well as Ollie. Ollie throws the Nightmare onto the clockwork, so that means he's able to run away for the time.
Oh, he took a bounty room for them.
They kill the bounty room,
Nice.
and the only one that gets away is the Bane.
Dire's bottom tower is under
4-0.
I've never seen anybody dig up a bounty room for somebody else before they die. Incredible. Yeah, like now the Scar D's out from my name.
Dire's bottom tower has
This is
fallen.
jokes right now.
I'm gonna keep calling it that now.
Dire's
I've
bottom
decided.
tower is under attack.
This is my way of life.
To give it the old Texas accent. Now right there, I mean, got it.
He has ages on the AM server, but he doesn't really care about this.
Okay, super. You tried.
Dire's bottom
Good
tower
attempt though, because they tried to get the hookshot into the arrow.
Yeah.
So like they trusted each other. Like he trusted Super to land the hookshot there because he'd already fired the arrow. Like, and if that works, it looks super good.
And that's just wild amount of communication.
Only it looks super good, but Super also looks good.
22,000 net worth lead.
26 minutes ago. They're like, yeah, we could beat this AM. Look, we have this like pre-prepared strategy. It gets something 25 minutes into the game. They're like, well, we're 20,000 gold behind, guys. I don't think the strategy's working.
Offlane alone druid will carry us to the victory. He's got Desto and Mass Commanders.
But look, in theory, if this M has a better lane, like they can win this game. But I think Emo just has a rough time.
Firefly and Rage gonna wear off Sunray, and they spot him. So they have the vision here on the Firefly. He's trying to go through the trees. He has a TP, but he's just jumping around. We could see another rocket flare. Is he just able to run back? Ag's picked up for the Ember. Still don't think it's the winning item, especially with how farmed Anti-Mage is. And not only that, with how farmed the Lina is. 2,200 gold saved up. Like, what's next for DD? Ridiculous.
I think he might go
Shadow
Hurricane
Blade.
Pipe potentially. I don't think you can Shadow Blade. I think you just go more right click.
Is that a Kindred on that?
regeneration.
Yeah. I do.
Okay, so you
Turn
said
of the
Pike.
Kinder Eggs.
So do I get anything but Pike, or do I just get Shadow Blade and
Oh, you just get Shadow Blade. Oh no, because like I said Daedalus before you. Oh.
Whoa, no, you didn't.
That's not
true.
That's
Alright, fine. I'll get Shadow Blade. Turkey Blade for the Venomancer.
That was that where you're like, oh, you thought of this idea. My idea.
You thought of this? I thought of this. 3,000 gold, man. We're both wrong. Work it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess it's pretty good still.
I mean, go as
Especially if you can,
Bloodthorn.
like, you can catch the Ember and he just dies, right? Because I think he's probably seen that Emo's going Axe instead of like BKB or a Purge or anything. So if he just goes Orchid and catches the Ember with it, Ember's going to die every single time.
How'd you catch the AM if you're IG? Strictly feeds great.
I think they had to be playing from in front of the laning stage, which is why this like leader pick's so good, because it absolutely smashes any 3 of these cores that come to mid. But apart from maybe Lone Druid,
Radiant are
but
scanning.
like, then nobody really wants to lane up against the AM. The other, maybe if they put like, actually this Venom's a really horrible one. Because like they have to put the Lone Druid against the Venom, really, like ideally, but then they have to put the Lone Druid against the Lina as well if they were choosing another matchup. But Lone Druid also does really well against AM.
Oh, God, arrow.
Shadows.
Qualify soon 4. Ember 1-3, Longudo 1-3. They have 4 kills. This is not fun, you know?
I guess 80 by the way. That damage. Good stuff. 39 armor.
The,
Nice Deso on the bear, did he?
where's the scatter?
Daddy.
Scotty. Chad's just getting up to that part.
What did chat think?
I don't know, man.
I haven't got Twitch chat open. Oh no.
I don't even want to look. They're just, oh my god, they're just taking the outpost off. Yeah, come fight us. Super, maybe not the best decision.
Yeah.
He dies very quickly, doesn't even have a buyback. JT trying to TP the air out, but now it's 300 gold coming through for Halberd. BKB was popped in ranges there. Monet throwing some right clicks in. He does get bashed. The Supernova's down. They try to back off from this for a second, but it doesn't matter. They go for the egg, the kill off Kaka. 5 Ollie and Emo follow suit. They get a full team wipe, taking out JT, and GG is called IG. RNG with a 30-minute victory over IG.
I mean, they all played so well. Actually, like, the only time IG ever really got kills was when Venom was just pushing out lanes by himself. But apart from that, like, they just didn't die the whole game.
Yeah.
Like,